Hey YouTubers, it's me Soki. Today we're going to have a little fun and talk about sinking funds. Here we go.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
So, you remember last year when I was having you do all these goals and plans and thinking of ideas of what you wanted to do? Then do you remember last week when we talked about saving? Let's merge those two together. Your sinking fund is a little bit different than your savings fund because the savings fund normally is for something bigger, something that's coming probably in like the next 2 to 3 years. Whereas the sinking fund is something you're gonna use this year. It's like right now, fun money. But it's too much money that you can't just pull it out your pocket, so you gotta kind of save for it. That's a sinking fund. So some of my plans for this year include a couple of trips I want to take, a hot air balloon adventure I want to do, and getting my passport. So those are things that I want to take care of this year. So I kind of need to put the money away for it this year. The other great thing about a sinking fund is as soon as you get the money for it, you can spend it. So that way you're not just sitting on money that you might spend on something else later. So here are a couple of examples of sinking funds. Here's how I'm saving for my sinking funds, and I hope that this helps you a little bit more. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are capable. Bye, YouTubers. So now let's take a look at some sinking funds. So for this one, I'm gonna use my own personal funds, the ones that I'm using and basing it off of my budget that I made. So, and my goals. So, I know that I said I wanted to get my passport this year. I also said that I wanted to ride a hot air balloon. You guys, if you haven't seen any of my goal videos, go back and look at some of those. It really helps you see how to set some goals, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And my girls trip that we take every year with my family. And finally, I've decided I'm gonna have a pre-Christmas party, which is something I've used to do, but I'm gonna start doing it again. So after knowing that this is what I wanna do for the year, I start looking at prices around. And so I just start pricing things. So I know that the passport is gonna cost me about $100. I know that the hot air balloon, as I've looked into it, it's gonna be probably a little under $200, but I like to give myself some wiggle room. I know that the girls trip, because we're planning a big trip this year, is gonna be about $5. And my pre-Christmas party, because I take care of everything, all of the drinks, everything, all of the food, it's gonna be about $300. What can I say? I like to party. So after putting that all together, after knowing the amounts that I'm gonna use, then next thing is to figure out how I'm gonna save for it. Again, I know from my budget video that I have a little over $200 left every month that I can go ahead and put into some of these funds. So if I put $100 into the passport fund straight off, I know that I'm good to go. Next, I'll put that last 200 or the last 100 into this fund. So I know that my goal is 2. I've already put in 1. So the next time I have that left over, I'll put in my next 100 and that'll be done. Again, check and check. So then we move on to the girls trip. The girls trip is again probably about $5. So it'll take pretty much all of the extra that I have to put it in there. So we're looking at what? Let's say we skip January. So we have February, March, April, May, June, and July. A piece of July, and I'll be pretty much done. Then we take that last check, that last extra that I have, and we put that here, and boom, all of the sinking funds are done. Probably by August. If I can stick to it, if I can make this happen every time, then yeah, by August I'll be done. Sinking funds, good stuff happening, life enjoyment, love it. So we can take the whole thing, give it a big old check mark. Hey, she finished it, all right.